If you're a builder and you get a bunch of people coming to your website or your Instagram and you're not getting enough leads, in this video, I'll show you the exact thing you can do to not have to spend any more money or not have to increase your overall traffic and just get more leads from what you've currently got going. My name is Robby Choucair. I run an agency called Legacy Media. We help builders and tradies generate leads, create content, and implement AI into what they're doing every day. We do it so you don't have to. If you don't know if you're getting traffic to your website, I'm going to put a link below to a school group where we'll teach you how to set up the analytics for free on your website. I was recently having a conversation with a client who is a residential builder based in Sydney. I figured when we had this conversation, we went through a couple of stuff that's happening in their business at the moment, and the conversation was very insightful for them, and I figured this would make great content, and I wanted to share it with you as well. So right now, the construction industry, if you're based in Australia, there's a good chance your construction business is probably a little bit quiet. Okay. It's winter. People aren't making moves. People aren't deciding. Interest rates are high. The budget has pissed everyone off. There's all sorts of uncertainty in the world. Right now, people just aren't making any life-changing decisions. And when this happens, you still have a business to run. You still have expenses. You know, the electricity company doesn't come to you and say, hey, I get it. It's tough. We're going to give you a discount this month. Banks don't come around and say, hey, we get it. It's tough. And we're going to lower your interest rate. They all still expect the same outcome. So what I want to share with you today is a concept where how do we take what we have and get more out of it? You see, whenever we look at any form of online marketing, we got to understand that there's two main elements to any form of online marketing. And number one is traffic. And then number two is conversion. Okay. You need to understand this concept to understand what I'm going to share with you next. So I want you to think as traffic, as for example, a website visit. Okay. And then we're going to talk about a conversion being a phone call. Okay. Now let's just say, for example, in this scenario, so let's say you have 1,000 people coming to your website every month, and for every 1,000 people you get one lead. Okay. This could be very normal, and this could be how you're operating your business at the moment. You're like, cool, we get 1,000 people, we get one lead, and that's just the way it is. But you see that there are strategies you can use and you can put into place that can increase the amount of conversions you get. They're things that you may have heard of before, things we call lead magnets. Okay, so I want you to look at it like this. In example A, we showed you traffic conversion. Now in example B, I'm just going to draw a line down the middle. And let's say we've got traffic and we've got conversion, right? So it's the same concept, but what we do here is instead of expecting people to take this big leap all the way across, which means only in every 1,000, only one. And for you, the numbers will be differently. I'm just giving you round numbers for the sake of this example. For every 1,000 people, one makes it all the way across. So it's like, okay, well, how do we make that two? Because you got to understand this. This is where people get the most tripped up. If you get one lead a month and your business is running off that, if you're able to find a way to get 2 leads a month, you will literally double your business if you don't impact the quality of the leads. If you double the leads, you will therefore double the sales. Okay. If nothing else changes and you just double the leads, you will double the sales in your business. Okay. So if you go from having 1 lead a month to now you're getting 2 leads a month every month, and previously you were getting 1 lead a month every month and you might have closed 2 or 3 sales a year, and now you get 2 leads every month and now you're closing 6 sales a year, you've literally just doubled your business by unlocking this one thing. Okay. If you double anything in the workflow or the acquisition flow of your business, you double your business. That's how this works. Super powerful stuff. Let's say we still get 1,000 people. So we're not going to increase, and we'll use the exact same example. We're not going to increase the amount of people who are visiting our website. So we're going to call them website visits. We're still getting 1,000, right? And then on the conversion, it's still the same thing. So we're talking about how many people actually call us. So how many phone calls do we get? Now, what we do is if we want to increase the overall conversion here, we need to input something in the middle, right? Something in the middle. So you got to understand, if you get 1,000 visits to your website, if you get 1,000 people coming to your website every single month and only one converts, you want to input something where the person can gain value from what you're doing without having to contact you, right? Most people a lot of people don't like to talk to people until they're ready to go. So what your goal is you want to make sure that, hey, how do I get them to take the next step where there's less commitment? Or in the online marketing world, we'd like to call it friction. How do I make it so there's less friction? How can I make them engage with us without having to speak to someone? Because they might not want to speak to someone yet. And they know if they're going to engage with you, you're going to call them, they're not ready. Like they're like, hey, I'm still 6 months away. But how do I get them to take that action today? Okay. And we do this thing called lead magnets. And I'm going to go through a bunch of different samples of lead magnets later in this video. But the whole concept here, you need to understand this. The whole concept here is instead of people having to make this big jump that we refer to up above here, they now make 2 smaller jumps, right? And then it's like, okay, cool. Well, if we were getting 1,000 visitors, so you can understand, it is way more friction for someone to speak to someone in your business than it is for them to download a lead magnet or engage with a lead magnet or consume a video or whatever the lead magnet is. We'll go through the different styles. It is way less friction. People are way more likely to do that step. So let's say out of the 1,000, we get 50 people to take up the lead magnet. Now, let me be clear. These are not leads who are ready to go. Okay. These are not leads who are ready to go, but we get 50 people engaging with the lead magnet. They download your checklist, they watch your video, they download your offer, your guide, your calculator, whatever you created that serves your ideal client profile. And then of those 50, 2 now call you. Okay. That's the whole point of a lead magnet. The whole point of getting a lead magnet is so that you get more of the end result. Okay. The whole point of inputting the thing in the middle is not so that you can trick them into, getting them on the phone and then smash the phone and sell them really hard. That's not the point. If you don't know if you're getting traffic to your website, I'm going to put a link below to a school group where we'll teach you how to set up the analytics for free on your website. Listen to me. People make decisions based on a prediction of future value. Okay. The best way to have someone to predict future value is to give them value upfront. If you give people value in the lead magnet step that I'm showing you here, you increase the likelihood. There's no guarantees, but you increase the likelihood that they are going to move open to the next step. This whole concept directly from this book here, $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi. If you want to learn how to generate leads, I highly recommend you read this book. Okay. It's a thick book, but it's a great book and it'll teach you so much about lead generation. And he's got a chapter in here where he talks about lead magnets, engaged leads. And he talks about lead magnets, right? And the different types of lead magnets. And he says there's 7 steps to creating an effective lead magnet. Okay. This is straight out of the book. Step 1, figure out a problem you want to solve and who to solve it for. So you should already know this. If you know your business and you understand who you're serving, you should already understand that one. Step 2, figure out how to solve it. Step 3, figure out how to deliver it. Step 4, test what to name it. Step 5, make it easy to consume. Step 6, make it darn good. And then step 7, make it easy for them to tell you they want more. And he gives you 3 lead magnet types. So number 1 is revealing a problem. Number 2 is a free trial. And then number 3, he talks about giving away 1 step from a paid step system, okay, for free. So free step 1 of X. And then how these all ways to get people engaged before you've asked them for anything. If you've got an established business and you've already got people coming to your website or you're already running ads or you're already doing something like this, you can increase the likelihood that they end up in the step of your acquisition process where you want them to be simply by adding in a step, making this leap into 2 smaller leaps. That's all I'm saying. And you can do that in your business very easily. I hope that makes sense. I hope you found this helpful. Now, if you doubt what I'm saying, I'm actually going to end this video with a lead magnet. We've created this thing. And this is probably one of the questions I get asked the most when people say to me, Robby, I want to run ads and I don't know how much to spend. Like, how much do I need to spend on Google? So we created this thing called the ad spend calculator. And I was like, cool, man. Like, we took all the data, put everything into this thing. And we're like, people should be able to input their information, not your information so we get it. I'm talking about your information about your business, how much money you make, what's your ideal client profile. This all stays with you. We don't take anything. There's no opt-in. You can use it. It's 100% free. And the idea is you need to understand these things to understand how much you need to be spending. So it's like, okay, what do we make off a single client? Our average job value, how much gross profit, how many do we do a year? And then off the back of that, what's our sales skills like? Because do we need more leads, less leads? And then off the back of that, where are we currently getting business from? And then working out how much you need to spend based on your industry, your price point, what you do, and how much you need to spend to generate more work. If you want to check it out, I'll put the link in below. Otherwise, I hope you've gotten something out of this video. If you want to know more about lead magnets, you can send us an inquiry and we'll help you generate your own lead magnet so that you can convert some of the traffic that you might be getting to your website. If you don't know if you're getting traffic to your website, I'm going to put a link below to a school group where we'll teach you how to set up the analytics for free on your website and on there so that you can understand how many visitors do I actually get to my website every single month. Hope you found this helpful. My name's Robby. I'll see you in the next video.